You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of nerds. Nerds!
Welcome back, everyone. Nerds Podcast. Today, talking about Super Mario Galaxy. Now, it is animated, which turns a lot of people off, which we kind of spoke about in the last episode that we spoke about Invincible. And that shouldn't deter people because of how good it is. People shouldn't be deterred if something's animated. I find that a lot of adults now are admitting to that they watch animated stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, there is a majority of it that is for kids. This Super Mario Galaxy is definitely directed at kids or trying that audience is what they're looking for. But that shouldn't stop adults from watching it and enjoying it. I saw adults without kids going to the movie theater, and couples going there to watch the movie like they would go to watch anything else, like they were going to watch Scream, or you know what I mean, any other movie that would be somewhat like a date movie. I saw couples going to watch Super Mario, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, we don't think there's anything wrong with it because we're covering it and we watched it. This is and another thing with this is not just because it's an animated movie. This is something for myself. I can speak for myself. I know Puba will jump in when it's his turn. This is something that it's nostalgic for me. Reminds me of growing up. When I grew up, I was introduced to video games, not on Nintendo, on Atari. But then when we really got into it was when Nintendo came out. Nintendo was like that next generation gaming system. Like it was a huge step up from what we were used to. And you'll see there were some Easter eggs in this movie that were that kind of referenced that first system. But listen, I'll say this right away. It was a good continuation. It was a good sequel from the first one. The first one had some good Easter eggs as well. Punch Out Pizzeria. You saw Mario playing Kid Icarus in his room. You hear a lot of the sound effects from the games in the actual movie, which is cool. Again, it's nostalgic for myself. Puba, I'm sure, like I said, he'll chime in on his feelings on the nostalgia part of it. But overall, definitely a good sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. Puba, what'd you think?
Yeah, so a lot of this stuff in this movie is not going to be like Super Mario's 2 or Nintendo 64, the stuff that I grew up on. So a lot of this stuff is going to be different, right? So they had Super Mario Galaxy, they had Super Mario Odyssey, as well as Mario Sunshine. So a lot of those games I dabbled, but never really played. So it all the stuff that was in this movie was super nostalgic. I mean, talk about the beginning alone with the minions, of course, playing the Donkey Kong theme. I love that. The way the Nintendo logo came up and they had the 40th on the right hand side. Again, just like damn, it's been 40 years. So yeah, you age yourself just a little bit watching this, but it was just a good, fun movie, and I love going to the movie to go see this as well. It has some new characters like Rosalina, and you'll see some of the other things, but like the Luna stars, the things that she was taking care of. But overall, like just a very cool movie to be nostalgic with. I agree with you. I saw parents sometimes laughing a little bit more than the kids because they weren't getting the jokes on some of the things that they played out. But it was cool. I wasn't a fan of like Mario and Peach throughout the movie. Like just friend zone him if he's not gonna be the one. I don't know what to tell you on that. It just felt weird. Like their relationship was weird, and it should be more straight up what it is. And they like each other, so I don't know what those things are in the movie, and those are for the viewers to actually talk about. But I was a big fan of Rosalina. Big fan of Rosalina, voiced by Brie Larson. So, and this is Galaxy. So I guess she's running the Galaxy on both sides of Marvel and Super Mario. Nah, it was great. It was great. And of course, Jack Black did his thing with Bowser again. So I loved it all, man. I love the movie for what it was. I love the movie for what it stood for. I love the movie for the nostalgia. Part 2, the music was better than part 1. Like, I picked up when they were underground, they had the every time they went kind of like in a dark place, they played that thing again. And again, we'll go into all the other stuff, but man, just what a fun movie. Like, I felt like a kid again. Like, for a moment there, I forgot that I'm a grown ass man, and I just nerd out and was a kid and enjoyed the movie for what it was worth.
Right now, that's something that I'm sure a lot of people could use. Just something to get away from, and just forget about everything that's going on. Feel like a kid again. Kid is most likely when you're the most carefree. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about your job. But this movie definitely does that. Like Puba said, Brie Larson as Rosalina. You got Jack Black as Bowser. Chris Pratt is Mario, and
Yeah.
and Charlie Day is Luigi. And I was really breaking my head, like, who is Toad? And that's Keegan-Michael Key.
Yes, Key and Peele.
He's all over the place, man. And he's really good. He's really good. Also some Luis Guzman made an appearance.
Yes,
And one thing I do like about these animated movies is I'll try, if I don't know who they are or I don't look at the cast list, I'll try to figure out who's who. But that voice definitely stood out to me big time. I couldn't I picked up on it right away. A lot of Easter eggs, like we said before, really bringing out the nostalgia for Nintendo. Like Puba said, it's been around for 40 years. This is a Mario's been through a whole bunch, and we've discussed this before. There are 2 post-credit scenes. So if you're into that, I give credit to Marvel. They're the ones who got everybody staying after the credits because they don't want to miss anything and find out when they got home that there was an after credit scene. But there are 2 after credit scenes. We won't tell you what they are. But overall, an enjoyable movie. If you go with your kids, if you don't, I don't think it's that big of an issue. What else you got, Puba?
So there was a fight scene where I first thought it was Bullet Bill, but no, it's Torpedo Ted. That was not Bullet Bill that we saw. It was Torpedo Ted. Man, this was overall fun. They kind of showed it in the trailer a little bit, but there were some bats, and I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I thought those were the bats from Zelda. That's what I could have sworn that, being that it was Nintendo. Like the power effects, like the sound effects. Every time they got into, you turn in, to the frog, they put the fire on. You hear the like the way the sound. Oh my god, it was fantastic, completely. And Yoshi, that is Donald Glover.
Yes,
that is Donald Glover. So shout out to that was really good. Planet Bowser looked really good, Pete.
Yeah, it looks. The movie itself looks amazing. It's obviously it's animation that's state of the art. It's up to date as far as the time that we're in. It's nothing like we're used to watching old Disney films, Beauty and the Beast. It's nothing like that. This is computer animated and it looks amazing. Like he said, Planet Bowser looks great. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, bro. I mean, it did. Like if I say anything that's incorrect, school me on this one. I mean, like Bowser Jr., who's also in the movie as well. I forget the Sadfi, I think his name is the name of the voice character, the voice actor. That paintbrush, man, that looked fire the way he was doing it. It looked great. Like, and there's so many comedy things because we got peaches in the first one, and they played a little bit of that in this movie as well. But There's cute things between Bowser and Mario. Like they just had that beef because they both like Peach. And when he had the one portrait that he showed Mario, what do you think? Like, come on. It was just great because you know what I'm saying? That's Jack Black on top of Bowser, man. You're not gonna get anything better than that. The Lukiki monkey that brought the bag over to Luis Guzman, that was great as well. I think they're called the Ninjas.
Yes.
That you're gonna get like a John Wick meets Mario Brothers constantly throughout this movie as well. So it's just great. Those things are absolutely great. And again, you're gonna get a lot of the Smash Brothers as well on top of the other games that I talked about. But then we get Glen Powell. Glen Powell, I knew it was in it. I wish they didn't put it in the trailer, Pete. But 1993 Nintendo game called Star Fox made its appearance during this movie, which is awesome, man. Did you ever play Star Fox?
No, I've heard of it, but I don't remember ever playing it.
Yeah, man. And he had a crew, and they actually Easter egg some of the crew there as well, man. It was good. The whole dinosaur scene that we've also saw that in the trailer as well. That's a real thing that you can play. Like you could be the dinosaur and you control the dinosaur in the games as well. So it was great. And the storyline for me, I wish was a little different. And they had this kind of arch where Bowser is kind of going through that therapy, and I was hoping that it had a different ending for me. I thought they had a good route to go, but the fans can see that movie and tell me what they thought. But I think there were too many plots that distorted from a good plot that they had, and they kind of went away from it. So I'm curious to see like this arc story for Bowser as well as for Junior as well, because I know they're gonna do this made money. This is gonna go to Super Mario 3, right? So but the even to the portion of the final boss fight from Super Mario's, it makes its appearance there, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, come on, when they were looking at the security cameras and it was 8-bit, like killed it. Like those small things just mattered. And again, shout out because everyone brought their A game on this voice movie, the voice acting movie. But the visuals really popped out, Pete. And I think more than Mario 1, the visuals are really good, man. So I'm gonna put it out there. This is gonna make definitely a run for like an Oscar-worthy animated movie because of how good it looked, how the voice sounded, the sound was great. And I can't tell you enough, the music was actually better in this one than the first one.
So obviously it's the #1 movie this weekend. It's an extended weekend. Easter weekend is probably a good time to bring this type of movie out. A lot of families go to the movies on Easter Sunday. And this, from what I'm looking at, 372 million globally in its opening weekend, which is phenomenal. This did come out on Wednesday, which was April 1st. This did come out on Wednesday. So, I mean, not that that makes really a big difference. Still a great amount for an opening weekend. I think it's a perfect weekend to bring out a movie. The same way you'll see during the summer, they bring out movies on Memorial Day weekend and 4th of July, just because they got that extended weekend, that extra day that people will flock to the movies to go see whatever's coming out that day. But this for myself, this fun movie, like Booba said, the fun movie, just get away and just forget about whatever it is that you need to forget about, because this is that type of movie, again, not just for kids, adults can enjoy it too. Final thoughts for
I played tennis with one of the final characters. I'm not gonna say who it is, but when you see those post-credit scenes, that was my tennis player right there. That's what I'll say.
Remember 2 post-credit scenes and enjoy.
The worst episode ever.